Alrighty guys, so apparently Jacksepticeye is being cancelled now. He basically made a tweet saying, imagine not having a PS5. Joking about the fact that not only does he have connections to get him a PS5, but also that the PS5 sold out so quickly. And in classic Twitter fashion, they got mad at him and are trying to cancel him. Now, first things first, can we just go over how innocent the joke was? Like, we know that he has connections that were able to get him a PS5, but pretty much before anyone else. So I would say it's pretty obvious to tell that he was joking. Now, first, I'm just gonna say that being Twitter canceled is not the same as being canceled. Being canceled is basically the same. It basically means your career is fucked, and being Twitter canceled means like nothing at all. But yeah, let's get into these tweets that were mad at Jack. I remember spending countless hours watching you early on, slowly seeing the change with success. Then once you started the clothing line with Mark, it was obvious you milked your young fan base for money, impressing them by simply screaming curse words. Good on you though. Alrighty, first things first, slowly seeing the change with success. Anyone is going to change with success. If you go from 0 to 1,000,000 subs or subscribers or whatever, you're obviously going to change as a human being. Like, no matter how good of a person you are, it will change you. For the better or worse. And also, just people change over time in general. Like, no one's the same person after 10 years of doing YouTube or anything on a social media platform, or just anything in general, you know. Now on to when she said, then once you started the clothing line with Mark, it was obvious you were just milking your young fan base for money. She does realize that she's not milking them for money. The people sub to him want money, want the merch. Like, they were asking for the merch. Like, it wouldn't be milking for money if no one was buying it. It would only really be milking for money if they just came out with random stuff. Like, if it wasn't even merch supporting their channel, that would be milking his young fan base for money. Sorry, I'm just fucking up my words all over the place. But yeah, I mean, he's not milking his fan base. And then finally impressing them by simply screaming curse words. Good on you though. Now, what I think he means by this is that he just started swearing, which he doesn't even do that much. And to impress little kids, I mean, I get that Jack's fan base is mostly small children. Not even small children, more like my age. I'm 13, by the way, but like not even that young. Maybe like 8, but that's not a big deal. I think the reason why he started cursing more in his videos in the first place was because he was trying to grow with his fan base. If you're doing something for 10 years, your fans are obviously gonna grow. And some of them might grow like away, like they're not going to watch you anymore, but a majority of them stayed. I mean, I've been watching Jack for a while and I just kind of grew with it, and when he started cursing, I didn't care. And I mean, he was cursing since the beginning. Maybe then he started being a little more family friendly and then started cursing a little bit more again, but that's not a big deal. He's a grown man, he can do what he wants. The next tweet says, my family is living off of food stamps right now. Why joke like this? So many people are struggling to survive. I know it's not your intention to make people feel bad, but this post didn't exactly make me feel good. Alright, let's just be real for a sec. You sound like a pussy. Oh, I know it's not your intention to make people feel bad, but this post didn't exactly make me feel good. If you're on the internet, no one cares about your feelings. People are gonna say what they want to say. That's what the internet is for. Expressing opinions and sharing information. That's why the internet exists. If you're on it and you're getting offended by a joke that is very obviously sarcastic, I mean, all jokes are sarcastic, but if you're on the internet and you get offended by a joke, you shouldn't be on it. And speaking of which, what do you mean you're struggling to survive? You have internet access because you're on Twitter, obviously. And struggling to survive? You shouldn't be able to say struggling to survive unless you're literally homeless. And I mean, if somehow this person is homeless and they just have a magical internet connection, then they found some random cell phone, then good on you. Sorry. But I highly doubt this person is struggling to survive on the streets. The next tweet coming from the one and only Keemstar saying, I bought as many PS5s as I could to give them to my fans, and this so-called good guy is making fun of people who don't have one. What's he gonna do next? Have a charity event where his fans donate the money and he takes all the credit? Now listen, I thought Keemstar was one of those people who could take jokes like this, but apparently not. Apparently not. And I love how he's trying to paint himself in a good light by saying he gave PS5s to his fans, despite doing some pretty bad things in the past, like posting quote-unquote leaked nudes or just starting unnecessary drama, stuff like that. So I don't know why you're trying to paint yourself as the good guy. And to wrap this whole thing up, Jacksepticeye later tweeted, so many people actually got mad about this tweet. It's just a joke, guys. I think it's pretty obvious that I would never define people by the material things they have. Which is true. He wouldn't do that. He's a nice person. Like, he's not a bad person in any sense of the word. And he was joking about it because he knows that he has links to, like, people who could get him a PS5 before everyone else. So yeah, people are just all in all taking this thing way too seriously. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully being able to take a joke. Peace.